That's all I'm saying.
She got that 6.7 liter V8, some, yeah? I figure she's the better deal.
30. Live on a base, not a ranch. That should work. You don't need that 6.7.
Just saying, man. She's the
Hey,
better
he
deal.
needs dreams, okay?
Try
He
it
needs
now.
dreams to get him through this.
He's gonna buy a farm.
How long's it
Wait a second.
Prep? About 30 seconds.
I hope that pilot's name is Fohammer.
Is it Fohammer?
I don't know. I just have dreams like 30K, okay?
Just got
It obviously isn't Fohammer. She survives the entire game.
Well, she
get it
didn't pilot a
together.
pelican.
30.
She didn't fall into the curse of the pelican.
Pepper.
I enjoy how they're just standing there and it's like, what? You've caught us doing worse stuff than this?
I actually got those working. Not bad.
Yeah, well, the tech works great till you try to move too fast in it. What's the op?
Warlord. Hiding in a refugee camp. Sounds like he's got the same supply as our friends in South America. Intel's on the MRT.
Or tablet.
Mission readiness tablet?
That's better than anything I came up with.
Man you brought in, Paez.
Ha!
Most of them are small to mid-time players in South America, but we did dig out one unusual connection. Gentlemen, we're heading to Africa. Paez's gear was only part of a larger shipment. Another part went into
How are we being dropped in? Why were we on a carrier? Where was that carrier based?
war criminal.
We're going to
Let Angola and
Africa.
cross the border into Zambia, where he set up shop right in
See-
the middle of
see,
a
you're having the
refugee
wrong
camp.
attitude.
He's got a fresh shipment en route. Your priority is intel on the source of that shipment. Our window's tight on this, so it's gonna
So,
have.
I mean, the carrier, though, is obviously not a,
Find Makaba, find his shipment, and find his source.
like, permanent basing for them? Because you've got the
Subtle
regular-
arrow. I like how all the mission names are some obscure adjective to some noun that has nothing to do with that adjective usually.
Well, I mean, there's a reason for that. It's operational security. You know, you hear, oh, somebody's launching Operation Subtle Arrow. What the fuck does that mean?
But still, it's still silly. I admit it's useful, but it's still silly. And no, I don't want that rifle. I don't remember enough about how this mission goes to properly pick something out.
Long range for part of it, where we are trying to be stealthy, or where you can potentially be stealthy.
I remember the part where we're assaulting the airplane and going through the town, and yeah, I should bring a real DMR because it is longer range stuff. And I'll bring an SMG. Okay, so some of the sniper rifles get pretty interesting. So this is basically an SVD that's just souped up. And you have the MSR. This silenced revolver out of nowhere. It's a really obscure gun. And then the M110 semi-automatic DMR. And then again, an obscure bolt-action bullpup Russian sniper rifle. And of course the VSS, the Russian automatic sniper rifle. Yeah, that's right. Automatic sniper rifle. That has an integral silencer in it. Because automatic sniper rifle wasn't enough. It had to be silenced all the time. Now it doesn't shoot. It doesn't shoot like a regular sniper round. It shoots this obscure like Russian round like for this gun. But it's still really interesting. I'm tempted to bring it on this mission, but it's kind of hard to handle, and it's really fun with the explosive rounds. And screw it. That's what we're doing. We're bringing that.
I'm kind of tempted to bring my Mark 14, really the M14, simply because I've got it set up with just a silly setup. So I've got the full auto trigger, obviously, but then I've got the
No,
Armor.
I should bring a real DMR because I think I have to make a couple long shots. Yeah.
You might. I've got the armor-piercing ammo with the underslung grenade launcher because I can, and then I think the short barrel. Yeah, the short barrel for that. I basically turned it away from the M14 and into here's this, rifle that I can fire on full auto and shoot grenades out of.
See, I'm surprised you didn't get one of the rifles that you could put. See, I'm surprised you didn't go with like the ACR and then put the drum mag on it and the grenade launcher.
I do that in multiplayer. Obviously not the grenade launcher, but the drum mag.
Right, this isn't the one where we're going through the swamp for part of it and I get the UAV. No, we don't do that. Okay. Okay, I got my SMG and my DMR. Let me know when you're ready. On one of these, I need to whip out the auto sniper with explosive rounds, and you should put the incendiaries in the machine gun.
I should always have the incendiaries in the machine gun.
But yeah, so there's a lot of different rounds that you can put in various guns. Like the sniper rifles obviously can have exploding rounds. The MGs can have incendiaries. I think the shotgun can also have dragon's breath rounds.
Yes.
Those are fun.
I've played around with.
I don't think the assault rifles get a specialty round, but they can get
armor piercing.
But they can get a grenade launcher that can shoot high explosive. I think it's high explosive dual purpose, and then they can do EMPs or smokes, which I don't really see why you'd bring smokes if you can just like carry regular smoke grenades. I feel like that's a waste of a slot when you could have a freaking grenade launcher.
Which, yeah, there are definitely portions where grenade launchers are incredibly useful. Alright, so honestly, we're getting like this entire mission is kind of here, have this stereotypical like African warlord really just awful situation.
Yeah.
Hey, Van, vamos dar passeio.
This is stereotypical. This is the worst that this can produce.
Não te preocupa, irmãzinha. Eu vou te cuidar.
I'm not sure that. I mean, I guess the portrayal with the story is kind of, here's this caricature of, how absolutely terrible this can be.
Hey, shit, tenha calma.
I guess not caricature, that's not a exaggeration, hyperbole.
Malandra!
Although, I mean, you don't get, like,
Quietly.
mass graves or anything, so, I mean, it's not...
Wow, he's having a lot of trouble. And I'm trying to. He had a lot of trouble with that AK, which I'm not sure how realistic that is. And yeah, the whole mission is almost like,
Overlord, hunters in position.
imagine the worst stuff you can in Africa. Let's play through that. Not saying that this stuff doesn't happen in Africa, but I'm not really sure if this portrays an accurate image to Western audiences of what what Africa can be like.
They're straight ahead.
Watch the enemies on the right. Also, I'm not sure if this is the... I mean, I know I've seen pictures of huts like this in,
I know there's more enemies. I threw a sensor grenade and I got a beat on one Joker as I'm looking at two more.
And he's number 3. Say when. That's 3.
I got 4. And we have to wait for the AIs to line up. Okay, I'm on one, but it's not giving me the white blue laser of locking attitude.
Can you see him?
Yeah, I can see him. There's nothing between him and me. I'm sitting out in the open with my cloaking device. I'm pointing at his face. Just say go.
Are you on one?
Spotted.
Oh God! I don't know. I'm pointing at, no, he isn't numbered. That's why. I'm stupid. There's a fifth guy.
Okay, so we've now run into the problems with the marking system, or well, the marking system in general. So once you've spotted enemy,
Okay, I'm on 4. Is someone on 1?
Target down.
No, I was dealing with that fifth guy.
Oh, I see you. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, you can only mark 4 people for a simultaneous shot because there are only 4 dudes in your fire team. So you generally need to take out people in 4s.
Ready.
Or get those shots where it's
Take him down.
through one and into the other.
Right.
Essentially.
Or try to like
get eyes on that
knife
camera.
a couple
See what we're dealing
dudes,
with. On
you know,
me.
solo, so that you can take out a chunk of 4.
Which is what I did there with that fifth guy.
Correct.
Camo's up. Down, down. Do not engage. They tear us up out here. Keep your heads down. Prone and crawl.
One of the times we did this, they were like, they'll tear us up out here. And we engaged them anyway and won quite handily.
You got a light truck here.
I think we
Dead ahead.
did, but I also think we failed the mission somehow.
Section where we can't raise an alarm? No, we can definitely raise an alarm here.
Maybe
one of the AI got shot or something.
oh, or maybe I just made that part up. I thought that it didn't work though. I thought we had to redo that section.
Maybe one of us got killed. Because,
Target.
I think,
There's another one.
I remember frag grenading both the trucks.
What are they doing?
Or all 3 trucks and winning.
We could probably take out one. It's kind of by
There's
himself.
one more. Location.
We'll probably take out
9 o'clock.
sneaking in.
I'm trying to see what's in
Engage.
here. Okay. Okay, no one was here. I was trying to see if someone was like around the corner, if there's some people waiting in the village. Like that guy on a rock.
on site. Ahead of us. On you.
Okay, I'm gonna knife him.
More. 3.
I hope that's not a frag grenade.
O'clock.
Officers found the body. Target down! Now, one disadvantage I have with the PDR is that it is silenced and is not incredibly powerful.
Area secure.
So I tend to, unless I get the headshot, I tend to have to shoot people more than I would really like to.
Why am I not sprinting?
Oh. You gotta hold A.
I am holding A. There we go.
You're not doing it well enough. You gotta hold A better.
I think I wasn't holding it long enough, and I was
Wait
just
for a view
releasing
from
it
upstairs, we might
before it
lose
would. I'm like, I'm holding it.
We go into that mess blind. For sure.
Fair enough.
Overlord.
I do like that they have the random ammo caches that give you like the sensor grenades back.
Yeah, that is useful, and I kind of like that display there of like the names.
It's a
of
powder
stuff
keg down there,
on top
gentlemen.
of things.
Humanitarian
the augmented
crisis
reality
doesn't-
displays.
They
are
cover
nice.
it.
The random floaty word.
Kaba's thugs control everything. Food, water, medical supplies.
Yeah, I
Even
think
the birds!
Control through possession. They can... There
So I think
Once you're inside, track...
this level is a good one to kind of talk about this. I think the level design is a little bit too linear.
Thing begins and
Yeah,
game.
that I feel like that clashes
priority in
with
there.
previous Ghost
Roger,
Recon
Overlord.
games where
What's the
a lot of
ETA
levels
on
were
our
more
ride?
open
Your
and you
contact's
were
already
free
on
to
site.
complete
He'll
the
have to
mission
keep a low
objectives
profile.
kind
Just try
of
not to
as
draw
you
any
saw fit,
attention to
depending.
him. He's putting a lot on the line to
And
get
it
us
made
in.
things more
Copy that.
interesting. It was more
Hunters
like
moving to Rattler.
Operation Flashpoint in that way.
Camo's active. Sir,
Or the original Ghost Recon.
I see him.
Yeah, yeah,
We're gonna
like
take
Ghost
him
Recon
out.
1 and 2 were
Yeah.
much more,
We'll have
not
to do it
open
clean.
world, but like
Line him up.
had a
Hold fire
bigger
until we're all on
sandbox for
target.
each mission that you could like play around in.
That's 4 targets.
You had multiple paths you could take.
Ready to fire.
Whereas with this one, you know, it started out where, you know, it seemed like it was
I need to reload.
kind of open, you know,
Clear.
more an open sandbox,
Load
but
it. Let's go.
it kind of forces you down this one path. And especially in that small little village there. Come on! I mean, you end up with, you know, 1 or 2 paths rather than, hey, you know, I can go all the way to the north of the map and of the mission, and then come back, you know, around south, you know, somewhere else.
Like, a more, okay. Rather than having to use this truck and go into the town
Listen
in
up,
this
Ghost.
particular
I
way,
wanna make sure
it
we're
would
clear
be
on
like
rules of
we could
engagement
go
in here.
anywhere
Once we hit
in
the
this
camp, we're
half
clear
of
to
the
engage
town
hostiles as long
and
as
kind
we
of
don't raise
assault
any
it and
alarms.
sneak
Get in
around
close,
and do whatever
make
we
your first shot count.
wanted to
If you've
do,
got multiple
as long as we
targets,
didn't
mark
like
them
alert
at the same
anyone,
time. Camo should be enough
and
to
we
let
could,
us slip in
you know,
unnoticed.
find
We need
the
to
guy
keep
that
it
we're
that
supposed to
way.
find and do
If
all
we're
that
caught
stuff
with spooks, we're
on
gonna
our
lose our
own.
chance.
Like it was
We
up to
all
us
need to be on
to
point,
scour the
understood?
town and find him.
Got it.
And
No sweat, Cap.
I would have found that
Roger
more
that.
interesting than kind of being led down this rabbit hole.
Looks like you've got a storm blowing your way. Don't dawdle.
Yeah.
Copy that.
Yeah,
Also,
I mean,
points
we
for
will
using the
get-
word dawdle.
Now, as we progress through this, it will kind of diverge into, you know, 3 or 4 different paths that you can take, but it's kind of, you know, you start at a common starting point, go down the path, and then all come out at one ending point.
Yeah, I mean there are divergent paths, but they're parallel and they all eventually converge and then split a little bit and then converge again, rather than being an open sandbox.
Remember, if you got a
Also,
deal
we don't
to
have as much agency.
Sound the
I mean,
alarm,
like
mission's
you're
over.
supposed to find the guy exactly when you're
Understood.
supposed to find the
Camo
guy
activated.
and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like with that more,
hostile rifleman.
I feel like the more open sandbox that you get with, like,
You go. Marking the third.
Nunca consigo fazer com que esse setor
Flashpoint or the original Ghost Recon, I think it was, I thought it was a lot more interesting.
I did
And,
too.
You know, you've
On your shot.
got a lot more in the way of, you know, options.
Okay, I can take.
Gun 3 or 4.
I want to see if I can get 3 of them in a row.
Ready to fire. On your shot.
Okay. 1, 2.
Lost
Now.
my shot.
Yes, yes, I can.
Target down.
So that's why sometimes you don't need all 4 people.
That's the last of them.
I spotted 2 more. 12 o'clock.
But I do
Ready,
admit
on your
that the having them be like sections of sandboxes where you can
On your
do
word. Got another one
what you
here.
want and the enemies free spawn and are able to roam around and
Right
stuff
over there, by the tree.
would make certain parts of the mission, you know, irritating because he's on the other end of the map, so you have to scour the whole town, or sometimes he's right at the beginning, you know. But I think ultimately it'd be more fun. You can take those 2 out.
Ready to fire.
Got eyes on another one. Back one.
But there
Alright,
there
so-
is that random value which is both interesting and could be infuriating.
Sai daí! Esse é o poço do macabro, é a água dele, tá bem?
Nice.
Tá me entender?
Now, one thing I do like is that you can actually assign targets with that tagging, and if you hold down the tagging button,
Hold fire.
the AI, once it's locked up, will actually go ahead and fire.
Yeah, which is
So
nice.
it doesn't.
Enemy targets.
Is there a way to command them to shoot at specific targets when when things are loud? When it's loud?
On your word.
You can select targets for them. It's the same way. Like if you hit for me it's right bumper.
Do it.
Also, your AI can't be detected by enemy AI, and it can shoot through stuff that it really shouldn't be able to shoot through.
Yes. But that does help us not have to wait for forever for them to like get into place or ruin a mission because they got detected. So, but it is kind of funny to see them like shoot through civilians or shoot through like walls they shouldn't be able to.
So here's your stereotypical warlord.
Overlord Hunter, we have contact on Macabre.
I'm surprised they don't have like educated in America or educated in England.
If Macabre doesn't lead you straight to those weapons,
But he does have the golden AK.
Roger that.
Does he? Yes, he does.
Up there, on the roof.
No alert allowed. Must do everything quiet.
Back off a bit, don't want him to see us.
I could so give him a wet willy right now.
2 targets marked. Target 3.
So the trick here is to like shoot everyone when the dictator's back is turned.
Lead, reloading.
Yep.
Visual on 2
And I'm
more.
over here like following the
To
dictator.
the right. Over by the command post. What are they up to?
I also like how this person like
Sentry
wears a
duty.
chain of cartridges but has an AK.
Target eliminated.
But I was gonna kill him.
Moving. Back off a bit, don't want him to see us.
I don't want to back off a bit.
So we may or may not have watch out, the car's coming. We may or may not have played this level quite a bit. So we've kind of gotten down to the point where it's like, oh, there's like 2 guys right here. Let's go and take care of them. While the dictator is just turned away.
Target down.
Yeah, we at one point could do this like as fast as he walks, basically, which isn't fast, but we had it all sectioned out. And really, I'm just letting Nogri basically kill everyone, and I'm just like, la la la, I'm here for the ride.
Back off a bit, don't want him to see us. Back off a bit,
I'm gonna use
don't
my
want him to see
MP7
us.
the whole game. I really like the MP7. I'm gonna talk about my MP7. So I put a laser sight and a hollow sight and the silencer on it, and extended the stock. And I don't think I could put armor piercing rounds. I might have been able to put armor piercing rounds. I don't remember. But basically, I wanted to set it up to get it as close to the ODST submachine gun as I could, because I'm that kind of fanboy.
Alright, so you do have different goggle settings as well. We've got magnetic and I think I know we get night vision. I think we might get. Do we get IR? Or is IR?
I don't remember.
Rainbow Six Vegas.
I know. Yeah, I know Vegas. You could go in between. Do we just use magnetic vision the whole time?
Oh, we got night vision too.
Oh, we might. I forget. Obviously, we only have magnetic right now because that's all I got. But we might unlock other types of goggles later.
Target down.
I like how he looks at me and is like, wait, what is that? And I'm like, it's your death.
Ei, vem aqui. Quem é segurança da pista de aterragem?
I mean, honestly, I feel like that's how someone seeing an elite cloaked for the first time would be.
Yeah.
But what is that?
Arranja alguém que os mantém.
Oh, something that's going to murder me.
Right, and then it just goes, and you're like, ugh, I smell like
Much
bacon.
longer. No, it doesn't matter.
Why?
Transferred.
And then the elite leans in real close
If I don't get what
and
I
goes,
want. Yes, of course. I already told you.
Well, at that point, you wouldn't have the translator, so.
My men are already waiting
Word.
Just land the plane and we'll take care of the rest.
Overlord, sounds like the weapons are still inbound.
Why do you want to know so much about my
Understood,
business,
Hunter.
huh?
There's an airstrip nearby. We'll see if we can get some coverage.
What's the call on
Then
Macabre?
maybe I should find another
Take care of
pilot.
them now so we don't have to come back later.
Then don't
Roger that.
I do like how
A player has left the game session. No!
What? Oh.
Xbox Live,
Okay.
why? Why have you done this?
Actually, it's Ubisoft. Not Xbox Live this time.
Ubisoft, why?
Camo activated.
Wait. Okay, I'm back in the game at a checkpoint,
Contact. Looks
and I'm assuming you are not in my game.
I am
Excuse us for technical difficulties. Yay! Everyone wins! I totally wanted that 2 for 1.
Gotcha. I'm reloading.
Alright. Now that we can continue this game, I generally like to go upstairs, and if we had not been crapped on so often, we could do this whole section stealthily, but we were just like, screw it, let's just go.
We need to finish this before we get kicked out again.
I know.
Contact, get ahead! Suppressing! Deploying sensor!
So here's where sensor grenades are really beneficial, because you can pick out where the enemies are left and engage them.
Super useful! Great game mechanic for single player. Especially if you had a free roaming sandbox, so you could find the enemies.
Moving, cover!
And the drone's importance would have increased a lot. I guess I'm just gonna harp on that for the rest of the playthrough.
You got trouble! Find cover!
Yep, I'm not facing. My butt cheeks! Getting shot in the butt cheeks. Oh, my kneecap! I'm down because I got too aggressive.
I've really learned to control that. Aggressive tendencies.
On your feet! Come on!
Especially using such light weapons.
If I had more armor. Burger.
Right!
Nah, I should have taken the position.
Isn't the having more armor thing my line though?
Yeah, yeah, it is. If I could have more armor.
Just give me a tank. Everything will be fine if I have a tank.
I'm looking at satellite coverage of the airstrip.
I like how we're just sitting in the
It looks
open
like
on
the
this
shipments
road.
arrived and are already offloading supplies.
Sir, if we can get to the
And I like how your machine gun has no chain,
See where
feeding
it's
it
been,
cartridges.
Maybe where it's headed.
Yep.
Good call.
We've got to update our GPS.
Targets. We're gonna try to recover the data off the plane.
You know, looking for a satellite right now.
Understood, Hunter. I copy. You'll have to get moving. That storm's closing in. My bet is the crew's gonna try to get airborne before it hits.
Copy that.
I have no armor. I'm a sniper.
Respect, Captain, but this doesn't seem like the kind of thing we want to hurry. Come on, Pep, live a little. I'd like to live a lot, Dirty. That's why I don't want to rush it. I don't like it any more than you do, Pepper. But we're not setting our own timetable. Understood. Here we go. Aggressive.
Okay, so our ride's here. We're gonna jump in. We're gonna warp to the airfield, which again I would much prefer rather than jumping in this truck and just driving there. Being able to move across land to get there. And I realize that would take longer, and you might not.
Yeah, we couldn't have that like aesthetically pleasing shot right there, and watch Pepper go bloop into that tree and bloop out of that tree again.
Takeoff.
No, but I see your point, and I agree. I feel like it would have been more interesting to then have to maneuver ourselves back to the airfield, and this would make the augmented reality thing even more relevant, because it would say, Aerodome, way over here, you should probably go over here. And we could like steal motorcycles or steal a truck or something. I feel like that would be more interesting.
Target 3.
I know there's 4.
That's 4 targets.
You might be able to take 1 and 2 and then do the others. You could unsight them.
Ready to fire. On your word. Lost my
I'm shooting
shot.
them.
Kill confirmed. Camel's active. He's found one of their men down.
Someone found a body.
Chefe,
We forgot about somebody. I hear the airplane starting. I'm taking shots. I'm stupid.
Cap, what's the call? Bring it down. Focus.
I forgot the snipers.
I didn't. I was shooting one and then got sideswiped. I'm going for the plane.
No, I'm hit.
I don't think I put enough rounds in it.
Tower. Ah! Lost. No, she's got trouble. She's going down.
Yep, it's done.
Get on him.
Cool.
It's gonna splash behind the camp. Then we better get there first. Left side, watch it.
I tore it up with my LMG before it,
Smoke one.
I'm such a good sniper. I'm so good at shooting them.
Are you sure? You don't sound sure.
I'm suppressing. Sensors up.
Ali, 4,5 ali!
You're in trouble, man. Get to cover. Grenade, look out. I'm trying to
That was so
cover.
fun.
Target down.
There you go.
Camel activated.
Wow. Well, I'm playing really sloppy. Sorry, audience.
I think that, we might both be playing.
How much time we got before that storm hits? Not enough.
I think we're trying to play quick to, stop it from
That is
getting
true.
done before.
I am pressing a lot more than I should be.
Heads up, here we go. 12 o'clock.
I totally headshotted that dude. Okay. He even gave me the hit indicator.
Get helmet on.
Stay tight. We don't want to get separated out here.
Already he just died in place.
This is gonna suck.
I didn't hit the gunner. I hit the dude riding in the truck.
Nice. I like that, it looks, when you have your magnetic goggles on, it looks like a snowstorm.
Say again.
It does.
Overlord, you're unreadable. Say again.
Cutting cover. Clear the storm. Out.
Guess we're on our own for now. Stay tight. We're moving to the crash location. Not sure this can get any worse.
One should never say that.
There could be locusts.
So, I like how we complained about just being driven to the place, but now we're being made to walk back in a storm. And I can't sprint. Like, we just have to walk.
Stay sharp. We gotta head back through the camp and it's all stirred up. Yeah, man, why can't they crush something?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind, like, having, the chance of having, like, oh, there's a snowstorm, you gotta deal with it. Or there's a sandstorm, rather, in this case. You've gotta deal with it.
We've got a light vehicle here.
And you had, watch out.
I should be, like, literally invisible in a sandstorm with floating knives.
Yep. But yeah, like, I just feel like, you can have the environmental problems, like sandstorm, snowstorm, whatever, and still have the kind of open sandbox.
That might make it more interesting, depending on how debilitating the sandstorm is. That could also be really irritating.
True. I feel like if you did it correctly, it would be just fine.
Say when. Light vehicle. Fire! He's down. That got their attention! Move it! They're moving to cover! Hostile down!
Yeah, and the magnetic goggles, as useful as they are, do have a limited range, and don't always always let you tell civilians from armed individuals.
Combatants.
Go on! Copy!
Armed individuals.
Reloading!
Although these cities are like
Target down!
not showing up on my magnetic vision. But yes, that I feel like that is an issue in mission.
Move it, cover! Hold on! Crack one!
They're showing up as kind of shadows for me. It's like, I know they're there, but
Hostile down!
it,
Watch it, you're hitting civilians!
I know they're there, but they don't register as more than just silhouettes.
Hostile down! We got this, just don't get cocky! Hostile reinforcements incoming!
So they just kind of pop up, and it's like, do I shoot it? Do I not shoot it? What's going on?
He's down!
And also, one of the enemies there definitely looked like it was, that's a grenade. Definitely looked like
Hostile down!
it was a civilian, even while he was shooting at me.
Contact, left, left! Ah!
I like how that enemy that I just killed totally gave an order to nobody.
Let's go!
Well, he might have still thought his friends were there.
Get up. I need to reload.
True. This is during a sandstorm, but on the same token, could they even see his hand signal in a sandstorm? If he couldn't see them?
Was it a hand signal, or was there an accompanying shout?
I couldn't tell.
Hunter, be advised. Hostiles have moved in.
Also, would you really want to shout during a sandstorm?
Oh, the sand in your mouth. Ah.
Enemy isn't here in force yet. It's gonna be a lot harder to
Deep
secure
during
the
a
side once they
sandstorm
are.
does not sound fun.
Hostiles with assault rifles. I see 3. Ahead of us.
Deploying sensor. Marked.
Heads up. That's a kill.
Oh, they detected
Ready
me
to fire.
somehow. Okay, well, good job. Way to do all the work for me.
I take full credit for all of that.
Wow, the sandstorm actually looks pretty cool.
It's no longer.
Oh, no, behind us, if you turn around.
Oh yeah. It's a big cloud of sand. Yeah. It actually looks like
You sound so enthused. Yeah, it's a big cloud of sand. Yeah, what do you want?
Overlord is inbound to set up
It
a...
actually looks a little bit like smoke billowing, like you would see out of like a.
Crashed airplane?
Too bad we didn't order the immediate reaction.
I was gonna say oil derrick, oil rig, oil.
Well, I tried to shoot the truck to
Oil
death,
well.
but that didn't work.
That was
Oil well
fire.
fire. Yeah.
That's the one I was looking
Tuck it down. It's a truck. More from inbound. Focus on the gunner. Daylight ray.
Focus on the gunner. Okay.
Together, Ghost. QRF will be here any second. Hostile light truck. 9 o'clock. Let's wrap this up. They're trying to left.
And okay, we're getting.
Straight ahead. It's a rifleman. Hostile.
So they will throw stuff like this at you, where it's like, okay, you know, they're coming around behind you through really no initiative of their own. That's just where the game spawns them.
Where the hell are they all coming from?
So, I mean, it's occasionally you'll get some AI who are like, yeah, we'll run around and flank you.
Ah!
About damn time.
Oh, I
You got
straight
murdered.
died. Wow,
Yeah,
okay.
You got murdered by a heavy machine gun.
That's what I get for standing in the open like a derp.
But yeah, you'll get AI who will flank you, but it seems like a lot of the time it's like, oh yeah, they spawned over here, so that's why they're on your flank. Or that's what it seems like to me, anyway.
I agree.
Stay calm.
Stay low and watch each other.
Their better positioning is written in.
Here come more of them! Got one!
The world loves him more than it loves us.
Deploying sensor!
I feel like the driver while he's driving the truck is like invincible.
Focus on the gunners! Daylight range! Great idea!
Keep it together, Ghost. QRF will be here any second.
We got...
Now, I kind of wish you had that
Reload!
that grenade launcher, and I wish I had the explosive sniper rifle thing. I totally just shot the driver, and it blood splattered, and it gave me the hit indicator. And then he, oh god, I'm in the open on a grenade. Totally gonna eat it. I forgot how to roll.
Can you roll?
What the hell are
You can barrel roll.
Yeah, if you're pro.
Get serious, Cap!
They're on site, Hunter.
About damn time!
That guy was out of the truck before it stopped moving. That's unsafe.
Nailed
I picked
one.
up Rod.
Frag out! Copy, frag out!
Oh yeah, I
We
frag
broke
grenades.
them.
I'm
Let's roll
stupid.
up.
I'm sitting here tossing them like, you're being suppressed. Why aren't you throwing grenades? But
Overlord, site secure.
Well, I was under the impression I could just shoot the drivers and stop the trucks, but I was nope,
Yeah, roger that.
none of that. None of that was the thing, and I found that very infuriating. And obviously, if you're watching this, you totally saw that happen. Not that I didn't miss a lot, but I definitely hit some of those drivers on their way in, and it achieved nothing. So that's the second level of Ghost Recon Future Soldier. Subtle error.
Technical issues.
Yeah, the hiccup on us twice. And so the next level we should be able to play through a lot more cleanly. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And this has been Lucky Fox Zero and Noghriknights. Laters! Hey, just a quick reminder, everybody. We want to hear what you guys think. So make sure you leave a comment below, maybe even give us a like, but don't forget to subscribe so you're always up on the new episodes. I'm Lucky Fox Zero, and laters.